Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
Will be only those that have nothing to hide that will rise fast again. Every fact about XRP is being laid bare in the lawsuit anyway. This coming from XRP Wing Commander Twaddle. So if there's a crypto with nothing to hide, well, that certainly would be XRP. I mean, Ripple has been quite transparent about the XRP cryptocurrency and about their business model as well. So I do not doubt for a second there that is XRP will be one of those cryptocurrencies that will rise fast based on the fact that companies and users of XRP will need it for real-world purposes. This is the whole point of cryptocurrencies that hold value. And so we're going to talk a little bit about XRP, why it holds value, and why we're not seeing price rise just yet. I'm going to take you guys through some other articles, though, with regards to Ripple Partners, and I think this is kind of the ultimate setup. I do tend to talk about Ripple Partners, news going on around them, and there's a reason for it, guys. Let me start with this one. Wrath of Kahneman bringing this to us today. Today, new Ripple partner Al Farden Exchange has connected to Thunes, which is also a Ripple user, to enable instant payments in the UAE to 87 countries. So think about that for a second. Two Ripple partnerships through the Al Farden Exchange and connected to Thunes, which both Ripple users, both Ripple partners, through this combined partnership, they are now connected to 87 other countries and 87 other potential markets. Why is this important? Well, money transfer company Al Farden Exchange has teamed up with cross-border payments fintech Thunes to offer real-time remittances amid a drive by UAE exchange houses to hasten their digitization plans to capture new customers and expand their business offerings. The partnership with Singapore-based Thunes will allow customers to make instant payments to bank accounts, mobile wallets, and cash pickup points in 87 countries, as well as track the status of their transactions in real time. So this expansion, this is essentially democratizing payments, making it quick, fast, easy through RippleNet-enabled software, getting it in the hands of individuals who may not have had the opportunity to do this pre-RippleNet. This collaboration with Thunes will further digitize our payment services and help boost our business growth strategy. This coming from the chief executive at Al Farden Exchange. Since the start of the beer flu pandemic, money exchange providers are increasingly linking up with fintechs to cater to customers who rely on the convenience of mobile apps to send money home rather than visiting physical branches. So they are even saying that, since the beer flu pandemic took place, they are seeing more integration, more people want to send money digitally, less cash is being used. Remittance to poor and middle income countries are projected to have a 7.3% growth. To guess how much, guys? $589 billion in 2021. The World Bank said in November. Oh, yeah. In GCC countries, the recovery of outward remittances was boosted by stronger oil prices and the resulting pickup in economic activity, the Washington-based lender said at the time. So this, again, just one example leading up to what I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. Paysend, another Ripple partner, bolsters real-time money transfers with MasterCard integration. So Paysend, for those of you guys who do not know, back in, when was this from? I think this was from a few years ago now. They expanded their remittance network to a Vietnam corridor by partnering with FinFan. And, it's FinFan that they have the partnership with. So with this, FinFan completely establishes its presence across the thriving UK payments market. And just down here to give you guys some context to that, FinFan has positioned itself as a global partner to top market transfer firms, fintech organizations, mobile wallet operators, and financial institutions in order to enable cross-border digital transactions. FinFan, as a B2B firm, collaborates with other companies to enable them to utilize its flexible, secure, and accessible technology platform to improve their customer proposition for remittances, payments, and cross-border spending. FinFan is constructing a money transfer route from over 160 countries to Vietnam. And so, who are they connected with? MoneyGram, Ripple, Remitly, Thunes. Now, let's just go back here. I believe this was from 2019. If we are to consider that, MoneyGram was already a partner of Ripple then. They also mentioned Ripple, Remitly, and Thunes, also Ripple partners. So connected with other Ripple partners, including Ripple, in order to open these 160 corridors from other countries to Vietnam. And then they mentioned some other payment institutions as well. These are among the company's major markets. So just to put things into perspective, they are now Paysen, who is integrated with FinFan. They have now announced that its U.S. customers can now send funds directly to eligible MasterCards in over 60 countries, including Mexico, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, Honduras, El Salvador, and Colombia. They will be leveraging MasterCard Send, a payments platform that enables people and organizations to send and receive money in near real time, domestically and cross-border. Paysen is able to continue to make digital money transfers more widely available and accessible. So just another example here of how the network effect is really going to affect XRP price in the coming years. Wrath Economy also bringing this to our attention, tracking Ripple user FleetCor has a division, CorePay, that is introducing an FX risk analysis solution using cost-effective technology tools supported by qualitative analysis. So another Ripple partner, this time doing something a little different here. This is FleetCor. Their brand has provided integrated cross-border payments and currency risk management solutions, and they're pleased to market their CASE or CASE methodology, a way for clients to quantify and capture data that can be used by clients to analyze and mitigate currency exposure without the need for costly technology systems and additional resources. So not so much cross-border payments, but FX. If you're into the Forex market, this might make more sense to you. So capture FX exposure data on an ongoing basis, increasing awareness and understanding of FX risk. Analyze an analysis of potential FX exposures and risk is presented and reviewed. Strategize. Our modeling tool leverages historical data, costs, and cross-currency correlation to help clients to optimize their hedge ratios, trading patterns, and instruments. And execute. The CorePay team works with businesses to help those businesses to take all the information and implement their flexible, adaptable hedging strategy. This all happening with CorePay, who is, again, a division of FleetCor, who is a Ripple user. Essentially, all roads coming back to Ripple here, guys. And let me remind you, all these partnerships have been building over the years. I can't even count how many different companies I've talked about on this channel that have a relationship to Ripple. Some of them utilizing XRP, others not utilizing XRP. And again, I've had this channel for over 3 years now. It'll be coming up to 4 years this summer. So, at a point, right, these companies were very reluctant to use XRP. This is why Ripple initially started with their X Current solution and then wanted to migrate clients onto XRapid. Finally, XRapid decided to rebrand, to relabel. Now it's ODL, On-Demand Liquidity Solutions. Also, over the years, Ripple has decided to come out with new products like the Liquidity Hub, which would essentially connect potential clients into their pool of liquidity. They also offered the XRP loan service, so customers can be loaned out XRP for liquidity to be repaid at a later date. All this stuff has been developed over the years, and we've just been tracking it, guys. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is more and more companies, although maybe not at the beginning, were using XRP, are going to eventually use XRP because the cryptocurrency framework, the way crypto is going to be regulated, not just in the USA, but all around the world, is coming to gel. We're starting to see these rules and regulations gel on a global scale. This is when XRP is really going to be adopted. And so to that point, actually, I got one more here. This is a Polish one. Let me translate that here. This has to do with Walutomat. And this was from a few months ago, actually. Walutomat is expanding their currency offer with 4 new currencies from December 1st. Walutomat customers will be able to exchange, in addition to euros, US dollars, GBP, and CHF. Also Norwegian kroner. I think it's the Norwegian kroner. NOK. DKK, Swedish kroner, SEK, and the Czech crown, CZK. We see customer demand for these currencies, which is why we meet them. However, it is worth mentioning that the partner integrated with us through our open API already have the option of exchanging up to 20 currencies and are happy to use this option. Again, Walutomat, they are a Ripple-enabled client as well. So just to that point, guys, the expansion, the current and almost relentless partnerships that we're seeing, I keep saying 2021 and 2022, the year of secondary and tertiary partnerships, now becoming the year of Ripple partners partnering together to create even more use cases and even more expansive relationships, ultimately driving utility back to the XRPL. And so if you are ever wondering, why doesn't XRP go up with all the announced partners? This, courtesy of the Wrath of Kahneman, here is a tweet thread. Mostly no one needs enough XRP quite yet. And I think that is the biggest point that a lot of us just don't understand, but that we should be getting excited about, considering all the partnerships that I talk about day in, day out on this channel. You know, the partnerships are there, everything is set in place, but we're just not seeing enough demand yet. Ripple use, while growing, doesn't require enough to raise the price yet, and companies don't need to buy it because Ripple can source the liquidity for them cheaply to integrate it. Retail, you and I set the price right now on the exchanges. But that's okay. Ripple is helping build out more liquidity. ODL doesn't push price up the way many hope, since every buy side has a sell side, ignoring LOC, but it is powerful long term to get XRP moving in greater volume and corridors, increasing usefulness and desirability. So again, onboarding these clients way back when they were getting them onto Xcurrent. I did a video on this back in 2018, I believe. It's kind of like, you know, the drug dealer, right? Getting you onto a lighter drug like marijuana before they sell you the hard stuff. And I'll see if I can find that video. I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. An oldie but a goodie. Note, they are targeting treasuries again, along with cross-border remittances and liquidity. This suggests we may see larger chunked payments moving forward amidst a multiple liquidity effort. And this kind of thing gets retail, you and me, excited. So guys, to reiterate, XRP is a long game, capturing as much global value as possible because it is an embedded part of a global financial system. And, you know, I talk about this a lot on this channel with regards to the Great Reset, with regards to that WEF document. The World Economic Forum put out a document in June listing 6 cryptocurrencies that they see as important cryptos moving forward. XRP, XLM, Algorand, just 3 that were on the list there. This is a long game. It's going to take a minute. Don't be fooled. BTC is still a sideshow with little global financial impact beyond melting ice caps. And it's crucial that the XRPL works just fine right now at low prices and volume in sticky corridors. That's why it will grow. It's part of why Ripple is credible to major organizations like the IMF and not dismissed as a cartoon coin Musk can tweet about. As more embedded value enters the ledger, guys, price should rise and different dynamics of scale come into play. The spread will mean more, demand should increase, and the price finally should rise. So ultimately, We are just not there yet. We need more demand. As much as we're seeing these partnerships, we still do need more demand. And I think, seriously, I think that the crypto regulatory clarity worldwide, especially right now, we're hearing about the Biden executive order. Within the next several months, we are going to see more with regards to that in the U.S. If you guys didn't catch this morning's video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. I hope you can see why there is no switch to throw, only corridors for liquidity to be added gradually. Retail shouldn't be enough money to shock the price up with good volume. If a government or Amazon, someone huge buys in, that could be explosive, but it is not a switch. And so Wrath of Kahneman just bringing us back to reality here. There is no switch. It's ultimately going to depend on demand, which I kind of half agree with because, there could be a switch if all of a sudden crypto clarity dictates, yeah, guys, you can use XRP now, have at it. Well, do you think these big corporations are going to trickle in slowly, or do you think they're all going to pile in all at once? Anyway, also, when folks say XRP needs to be at a high price to work, no, it does not yet. It is working just fine right now. And so, again, I half agree with this because he's right in that, no, it doesn't need to be at a high price to work. But to target those high payments, those high value payments, to source liquidity, we've heard David Schwartz explain this, to source that liquidity, it is a lot easier to make a $10 trillion payment if XRP is worth a higher price because you would ultimately need less XRP to facilitate that transaction rather than if XRP is set at 75 cents or whatever it's at right now. Schwartz's $30 quip illustrated a price point that would be useful for global transactions, an implication, not a strategy. Okay, so he explains that. I think this makes it an immediate price problem since there isn't much incentive for retail XRP traders and lots of bias against. Meanwhile, degenerate holders like you and me just keep slowly buying up escrow. Of course I'm broke. What do I know? When I see new Ripple users announced, I am excited. A new company might be enticed to use an XRP product. When I see ODL users announced, I get excited. More XRP will flow. All of this is a long ways out from being a new embedded financial rail, but you start somewhere. This is why Ripple has been generous with Ripple X, Forte, Coil, Mintable, etc. Again, these are all initiatives to keep value being built on the XRPL, more entry points for the XRPL, value to embed itself, NFTs, federated sidechains, all useful, but what they really do is further embed the ledger as a financial highway to travel on. The sign I watch for, this coming from the Wrath of Kahneman, the growth of other companies, especially Ripple competitors, using the XRPL, companies like Zago, making XRP payments without ODL, or Forte. That feels like a threshold of some kind. What if JP Morgan gave in and tried to corner the XRP market? So I keep watching. Thanks for slogging through. I still refuse to discuss price. Again here, a great thread from the Wrath of Kahneman. Panos also chiming in on here. Another main reason that must be pointed out is due to the misinformation being spread all these years, and most people in the crypto space believing that XRP is centralized, that there is no other use other than Ripple's and other nonsense, which makes XRP unattractive to buy. Wrath of Kahneman agrees to that. There is a lot of FUD being put out there. Skojo Mojo here also saying great explanation, but there are a lot of things that could expedite the timeline, including regulative clarity or a global liquidity crisis. If Bitcoin can get to $1 trillion market cap with no utility factors affecting cost, XRP could get to several trillion for several reasons. And so that's exactly what I was pointing out earlier. We are not taking into consideration the fact that we are on the precipice of regulatory clarity. And so for that switch to be flipped moment, companies could and will likely pile in once we do have that comprehensive framework. Also, the black swan kind of scenario where there is a liquidity crisis, which could be looming. Wrath of Kahneman agreeing without a doubt the U.S. situation is a big drag on growth. I think XRP can and will overtake BTC, but given the number of coins, it's about 100 times greater. The price would therefore be 100 times smaller as per today's price, but I anticipate the XRPL captures more market as well. So a lot of factors involved. It's very hard to calculate mathematically where we could see this going. Nevertheless, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting this comprehensive thread. This is why, guys, this is why we're not seeing XRP price skyrocket, considering we have seen all these partnerships, and not just the ones that I mentioned today, many over the years. There is going to be a time, though, where more value from XRP will be derived because of XRPL utility. And just remember, as per Nathan C.J. Rothschild, all cryptos will massively lose value due to the coming regulations, but only those that have nothing to hide will rise fast again. And I want to add to that, also those cryptocurrencies that solve problems. As per Brad Garlinghouse from this, I believe it was a 2018 interview. Do you remember what Brad said back then? If you weren't here at that time, listen to this.
Brad, tell me here then, where does this go? I mean, let's have a look at just effectively what we have. We've got so many cryptocurrencies out there. You're one of the front runners, but the thing is, are there too many of you guys?
Actually, I agree with you. I think there are too many. There are around 3,000 different digital assets that trade on a daily basis now. I think, anytime there's a new market, there's a lot of people that run into that market and try to show that they can solve a problem, they can deliver a customer need. I have said publicly before that I think 99% of all crypto probably goes to zero. But there is that 1% where I think that is focused on solving a real problem for real customers and is able to do that at scale. And that's going to be game changing. And I think that's going to continue to grow significantly in the decades ahead.
There you have it from Ripple CEO himself, Brad Garlinghouse. 99% of cryptocurrencies will probably go to zero. And he said at that time there were 3,000 cryptocurrencies in the market. That number has spiked, guys.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.